Hey church, Pastor Jim here, and I wanted to give you a quick update. I told you on Sunday that we would be having a board meeting on Monday today, and that we would be talking about the steps that would be needed for us to reopen, as well as a possible timeline for reopening. But most importantly, what we wanted to do is we wanted to be in prayer, and we want to seek the Lord's will. That's really the will that we are desiring to follow, is God's will. And so as I'm here at the church, there's a few things that are going on. Well, one, it doesn't look like we're going to be opening up in the next few weeks. It may be 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks from now before we open up. It's important for us to realize that the head of the church is not the government, it's not the state, it's Jesus. So he's the one who we're looking forward to lead and to guide us. He's the one that would give us our direction. That being said, we have chosen as a church and as a church board, we've chosen to follow the state guidelines, and we don't want to be in violation of those guidelines. And so what we're waiting for is we're waiting for stage 3. Stage 3 where things like churches and other type of congregational meeting places would open up. And so we're waiting for that. Interesting thing happened about, a week ago or so, week and a half ago, is started to look around at the church and the projects that could be done here around the church that have been, you can't do during a normal church week, because we have services on Sundays and Wednesdays and Joe's Bible study and all that other stuff. Well, we decided it was time to get rid of our carpet, which is like 20 years old. And so taking out the carpet, taking out the tiles, redoing the entire floor. And so as you can see behind me, including back there, that green screen, that's where the services are being done as well on Sundays and Wednesdays. We are kind of in the middle of a slight project here at the church. In fact, our stage would be right here and the screen would project, right up here. So we've removed everything off the floor here at the church, moved almost all the chairs out as well. And so we're kind of in the middle of a little bit of a project. Carpet should be going in the next 2 weeks or so. And as the weeks go on, what we're planning to do is slowly phase in us meeting together as a fellowship and as a body. So some of the steps, though, is we're going to get the worship team, not just one person coming in on a Sunday morning, but getting a few people here on a Sunday morning as well. And then we've been in prayer about the how we're going to, do people come in through this door? Do they come in through the main door? What process will we do with kids check-in? Do our children need to wear face masks? What is it going to be like for coffee? Will there be coffee? Will you have to bring your own? How does that all work? There's so many different questions involved, and we don't want to rush ahead. We want to seek the Lord's will on it. Something else from this pastor that I want to share with you is that we also are going to be looking to see for the churches that have opened up over the last couple weeks. I know some churches in Arizona and other states have opened up, as well as a few churches in California have decided to just go for it and open up. What we want to do is we want to be wise, and we want to see the results, especially in the next 2 weeks or so, of how many cases start to come from that and what the general trend is. And we're not going to know that right at this moment. So we want to watch that, and we want to be wise about doing that. There's 2 words that I want you to think about here. And these 2 words are something that we are looking for when we seek the Lord's will. 1, we want to be wise. And 2, we want to be unafraid. So for each Christian, not just in the decisions that we make concerning a virus, but all through life, we want to make sure that the decisions we make are both wise and that we do it not with a spirit of fear. And that's what we're desiring. And I want to ask you for prayer, that you too would be praying for us as we continue to seek the Lord's guidance. But for now, we'll continue with online services. Community groups are meeting on Mondays and Tuesdays. Joe is recording Bible studies on Tuesdays. We still have our midweek service as well. There's quite a few things still going on at the church, even though we're not here face to face. If you would continue to pray on those things, I would so appreciate it. Remember, be wise, be unafraid. God bless you guys. The board is going to be meeting also. Sorry, this is your pastor. He remembers things that he forgot. The board is going to be meeting in 2 weeks again. It's a very fluid situation. And so if there's any changes or updates, we'll let you know. But our next planned board meeting is in 2 weeks. And we are expecting to have a little bit more clarity as to the steps that we'll take. We miss you so much, and we do look forward to the time that we can meet again.